Top Rope Reality, episode 75.
75. Wow.
Wow, it is wow. It is wow. Who would have thought 75, we'd hit 75 after we started the first one. With all the bad press we got. And everybody hated it. It was too long, and this and that. And that was
so long, but yet so many people watch the show.
Yes, I know. It's one of the top. It's in the top 10
it's
of
in the
episodes.
top 10 of our episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, this has gone so long now, 75 episodes,
Yes.
and it just keeps getting better. We got brand new technology involved right here. We are saving trees, saving the world. Global warming is not going to get us over here in our neck of the woods.
Just use more power, so that's enough.
That's true, but don't worry about that. We're not printing paper and we're not wasting the ink.
We're not wasting the ink, or no more whales have to die for the ink. You know. So.
That's true. We have better technology. We have the laptop going today, where we will be giving you all that information straight from the computer, ladies and gentlemen.
But let's get started with huge news. It is huge.
I mean, this right here shows that things are truly changing. Women main eventing on house shows, that's one thing. Yeah, you know, because their main stars might be on the WWE live events. That's one thing. But now, a takeover special, and they've done some already on takeover.
Oh yes.
Where they main evented, but this goes beyond that. This goes above and beyond what they've already done, because WWE officially confirmed at NXT TakeOver an Iron Woman main event.
30 minutes.
A 30-minute Iron Woman match, not an Iron Man. Not Iron Man. Not today, people. Not today. It's an Iron Woman. What is the TakeOver name? Just NXT TakeOver? No special name yet?
No.
Will it be NXT TakeOver Iron Woman?
It may be.
I like it. Because they are truly taking over the industry.
They are taking over, and I do like it. I think it's good for the business.
Yes, it is very good for the business. And having Sasha Banks challenging, getting her rematch clause, taking on Bayley, and I like that. Even though she's on the main roster, just like Kevin Owens got his rematch clause,
definitely.
It helps. It looks really, really good. And it's going to be for the NXT Women's Championship as Bayley defends against Sasha Banks.
Yes, and then it goes downhill for Bayley for them. So.
Yes, because of who she's got to go against later on. But the next person is fine. I'm fine with Dana Brooke.
Yeah, I'm okay with Dana.
And honestly, even though they screwed up the finish, shouldn't it really be Emma?
It should be, but...
That Fatal 4-Way, they screwed up the finish, but Emma won the match. And I'm kind of glad she is, because when Charlotte didn't really need that win, and neither did Becky Lynch need that win. It's an NXT special.
Yeah. But it's just, I mean, it should be either Emma or Dana Brooks.
Yes.
Not Dana Brooks and Eva Marie.
Yes, it should be Dana Brooke, Emma, and then after those two, I would be fine with Nia Jax coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is the perfect story, because you've got the new Awesome Kong, that's the way they're trying to portray it, and then you've got the underdog, which is Bayley.
Oh, yeah.
It works. The Eva Marie thing, not so much, because you forget to kick out of your daggone matches.
That's just, oh, yeah. Well, the closer it gets, when it's official, then we'll really rant about it.
Or even Bayley versus the new one we're going to be talking about in a minute.
I like her.
I like it a lot.
Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle will be there for Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory, which they're not going to be in the Impact Zone.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know where they're going to be. They're going to be somewhere else.
Somewhere where they can...
Angle also said he would be taking a break from wrestling after his current contract was up, making this possibly one of his final appearances for the company. You know what they'll do is the very next night they'll go back to the Impact Zone and they'll like film 12 months worth of footage so he could be there even though his contract's up. Jake Roberts.
I mean, did you see the news about Jake Roberts?
That was huge. He's going to be part of a new big promotion in Las Vegas. He said it is not TNA. It is not Global Force.
No, it's new.
This is new. Global Force, yes, is in Las Vegas, but this is brand new. He mentioned the promotion has over 80 talents signed. It will be going old school, and the promotion kicks off in November and will be on TV almost immediately.
Yes, he also said you will know who the good guys are and you will know who the bad guys are.
And I like that.
I like it. I mean,
nothing wrong with some old school kicked up in there a little now.
It helps in all these independent wrestlers. I mean, because you know it's going to be probably a few of those.
Of course.
And that gets people foot in the door.
I'm okay with having a few legends. Like Global Force is doing that with Scott Steiner and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. They're not wrestling. I like that. Jake Roberts, of course he's not going to. I don't think he'll be wrestling. He would be a great mind behind the scenes.
Definitely be behind the scenes. And
these
a great
80
mind.
wrestlers, these 80 wrestlers need to be independent wrestlers, and they don't need to get trash bag wrestlers for this. If they're going to be on TV, they need to get top-notch talent like Global Forces get.
Yes. And you step up. I mean, you start here at Joe, at Jake's promotion, which is probably, I believe Jake probably going to have a lot to do with it. A lot to do with it. So I'm calling, until we know a name,
Jake's promotion.
I'm calling it Jake's promotion.
Yes.
And then you go to Global Force.
Yes.
And then you go to TNA if they're still around.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the next step, you know, Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
And when you go to Ring of Honor, Vince looks at you.
I'm
or
telling you,
Triple
Triple H is looking at you.
And
I'm telling you right now,
NXT.
Ring of Honor is because NXT is no longer a farm territory. It's not.
It's not.
It's not a developmental territory. Ring of Honor is the new farm territory. Ring of Honor is where they go, whoop, 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 and they pull you right on out of there. That's where you need to be. That's where you need to be if you want to get signed. You go to them.
And it's not a slap in the face to go to NXT.
No.
It's not like, well, I'm not in the WWE. You are in the WWE, and you're gonna be, and you got more freedom.
Exactly. You're actually being featured a whole
lot better.
lot
And
better.
I think that's why a lot of the independent guys or the guys from Ring of Honor like that, because they're not. Triple H doesn't handcuff them as much as Vince does.
Right. Yes, a little changing of the name. Samoa Joe, thankfully, he didn't have to do that. I don't want to see Joe Samoa. But
no,
anyway.
well, I mean, CM Punk did.
CM Punk didn't.
I wish they wouldn't have done Daniel Bryan that way.
But
it still worked. It still works.
It's fine. And I'm okay with, like, okay, Finn Balor. That definitely worked. A Tommy. That definitely worked. I was okay. There's certain ones that I'm totally okay with.
Yes.
You know, but, you know, as long as they don't do the whole bad name generator like they did in the
but
80s.
That, you think you're talking about name changing.
Yes,
they signed the...
See, we're getting better at this. Just went right into it.
Nicer we're doing better.
And I didn't even...
After 75 episodes...
Exactly.
We ought to get better and better.
That's true.
But I understand, they tell people, okay, well, I picked out this name because of this.
Well, number one, the name that she has is way too close to Kane.
It is.
That's probably why number one reason why they changed it, because when she was in, I think, in Japan, I think it was with 2 N's. And when they showed her with Ric Flair at the NXT TakeOver, it was 1 N. So maybe that's where they were kind of going. They thought, well, it's kind of close to Kane. But we're talking about the announcing of the signing of Kana. That's what I'm going to say, Kana.
I think it's Kana.
And now she's known as how do you say that?
I'm saying Asuka.
Asuka.
Until I hear it from Hunter or William Regal.
Which she has filmed a segment with William Regal.
Oh, yes.
And they announced the name.
So there you go.
And you see who she was starting her feud up with.
I missed that part. Who she starting her feud up with?
The 2 that we talked about needing to be in the title picture.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
So maybe that's where they're going to start, and maybe she gets a little help, because that's 2 against 1.
Yes.
Maybe that's how, you know how they do with the Tommy. I don't know why they do it with the Japanese people. But anyway, it was a 2-on-1 situation with the Japanese people, and then that's how Finn Balor came in. So maybe somebody else is coming with her.
Hey, they signed a few more people.
They've been signing on the dotted line a lot of folks here recently. Maybe Nia Jax is really who she's going with, and it's not Eva Marie. I don't know.
Eva Marie needs a mouthpiece.
She does. She needs to be the mouthpiece for somebody else and not wrestle.
But
going with a diva thing going on, Alana suffered a wrist injury while working out in the ring, which would take her out of active competition for approximately 4 months.
Yeah, that's the rest of the year.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, she hasn't wrestled at all. Okay, and she's been getting ready because they know that obviously the natural progression is her and Summer Rae in a mixed tag or singles.
I think it's done.
It sounds like it's done, but here's the thing, though. If they don't keep her going with fighting Summer Rae, a wrist injury does not stop you from flying, and it's not going to stop you from managing somebody. She doesn't have to take any bumps. No. She can still be on the road.
She can stay on the road, and she could be out.
She doesn't have to be
be off
in
for a
active
while, and
competition.
she could be back.
What's wrong with her? And I don't want to compare her to this person because I really don't like this person. What's wrong with her being this era's version of Sunny? Sunny didn't wrestle.
No.
What's wrong with Lana not wrestling?
And that could be what it is. It's the break time gets people forgetting about her being with Dolph. When she comes back, they don't mention it again. Don't talk about it.
True.
There's no crossing the paths. Nothing at all.
That is true. I hope you have some information on this because I didn't see this.
No, that's the only thing I have on this
Only thing you saw. Fox developing a fictional wrestling TV drama.
Trying to play off of the one with what's his face? Jeez, the wrestler. Trying to play off the wrestler.
It's with Mickey Rourke.
That's him. Yeah.
So kind of going off of that movie and into a whole story.
But it's not going. It's the same premise, but it's not playing off the movie. Like, okay, we're just continue from the movie onto the TV show. It'll be totally different.
Because the
but it'll
movie
be the
ended
same.
like he's dead.
Yeah, so it'll be something different.
Destination America is now listing TNA Impact Wrestling beyond September, but only for the post Bound for Glory show. But we were getting a little nervous there. They weren't advertising past September, but TNA was, so it was a little confusing.
It was.
Lord Jesus, what's wrong with him? Mick Foley
exactly.
predicts Eva Marie WWE greatness in 1 year. Is Eva Marie going to be a star? Mick Foley thinks so.
Mick Foley's been hitting the head a lot.
A lot.
Mick Foley, I don't know what the hell you see. I'm sorry.
See, and I'm okay with her being another Sunny. Just be eye candy. She is not an ugly person. So let all red everything be all red on the daggone apron and not wrestle be on the sidelines.
No. And
I'm okay with her being a manager. There's nothing wrong with managers like Lana. Let her be the Lana of NXT.
There is too many women out there
that are that good.
That deserve more than that she's just getting handed to. If she wins the title from Bayley, that's a slap in the face.
I hope she loses it quickly.
That's a slap in the face to everybody.
Think about the people that we have seen just on the independent scene. The main woman that deserves a chance at NXT is Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, yes.
I'd rather see her and Bayley. I'd rather see Bayley and Nia Jax. I've never even seen Nia Jax wrestle.
No.
That's how bad it is. But I know she comes from a long lineage.
Yes, you know.
So we know she's going to be good.
You know what family she comes from, so okay, we got to get there.
And I mean, even Alexa Bliss is a heel. She wrestles. I love her finisher off the top rope.
I'd rather her take on Bayley than just pretty much give it because well, she... No. Eva Marie, no. Not going to happen. She sucks. She needs another whole year. And thinking about her defending the title at, not the NXT Women's title, the WWE Divas title at WrestleMania 32. Think about that, folks. Eva Marie, that train wreck.
That's horrible. But we're going to get away from that and Mick Foley losing his mind. And we're going to move on to the Night of Champions predictions.
We're going to talk about some Night of Champions because next week, next Sunday, will be Night of Champions.
Next Sunday, we're going to talk about...
If they do what they say, what I'm hearing they're going to do, that sucks as well.
What?
They're promoting, or I've been hearing, that John Cena and Seth will end the show for the United States title.
No.
Not the WWE World Heavyweight title. The United States title will be the main event.
There's probably some crap going on running
if that happens, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
That is probably just people trying to get folks get under their skin.
Well,
which
I'm under my skin, yes.
Because that just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think Seth and Cena need to open the show
should.
and then have Seth end the show with Sting.
That's the right thing to do. You defend the two titles. You start and end. Yes.
Yes. Go look at Jay Lethal. See, look what he does.
Yeah.
He hasn't really defended on the same show yet. Well, it's just coming though. We're going to talk about the Intercontinental Championship. RYBACK taking on Kevin Owens.
It hasn't been official yet, but all signs are leading to it.
Yes. Well, I mean, you could pretty much mark it down
this
right
past
there.
Past Thursday on SmackDown, used to be on Friday. Past Thursday on SmackDown, he cost RYBACK the lumberjack match against Seth because he grabbed his foot and everything. Gotcha. They've been going back and forth. Kevin said, "Feed me more." It's only a matter of time. Go ahead and sign it.
People talk about his weight, but yet this man says, "Feed me more."
Yeah. Go ahead and sign it this Monday on Raw. Make it official. Yes. Go home show.
RYBACK versus Kevin Owens.
And if it does happen,
okay, it's good for Kevin Owens because I guess this is. Oh well, I didn't get my U.S. title, so here's here's something else for you to do. Now I hope and pray that they go ahead and get this frickin' title off of RYBACK.
Yeah, he's really done nothing with it.
He's done nothing. We had the resurgence with Daniel Bryan and all that stuff with the ladder match at the pay-per-view at WrestleMania, and then because of RYBACK having a staph infection, nothing happened. Let's hope and pray Kevin Owens doesn't get injured, but I say Kevin Owens needs the belt.
I think Kevin Owens, yes. If this match happens, which I feel about 99% it's going to happen, then it's going to be Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens needs to take the belt.
Well, what else?
By hook or by crook.
What other match would you have? Because RYBACK he hasn't interacted with nobody else.
Except Big Show and Miz, and I'm getting tired of that.
Unless they make that a fatal four-way.
No, because Miz Show is kind of dealing with Cesaro. Dealing with Cesaro. So we're having Cesaro throw in the mix with them two. So what the hell? And they're promoting that too, or been talking about that.
Is it going to be Cesaro, Big Show, and the Miz?
Or it could be Cesaro and the Miz, or it could be Cesaro and Big Show. Don't know. So we're not even going to predict.
We're not going to predict that one, but that might be added. We're going to talk the WWE
But if it does happen, I still think Cesaro wins.
He needs to. The World Tag Team Championship match, we're going to have New Day as champions, or primetime players.
What happens this Monday?
Versus Dudley Boys. Or is there some kind of screwy finish and you get the triple threat that we were asking for?
I would have thought it was going to be a triple threat.
Because I believe, and I told you this before, I believe that the primetime players need to be the ones getting pinned by the New Day, so you get another pay-per-view out of the Dudleys chasing the belts.
Right.
Which is what, Hell in a Cell next?
Yes.
Think so. Yes. This is what, September now. October's Hell in a Cell.
But.
So you would be hit Dudleys versus New Day for the tag team titles. I think there needs to be a screwy finish, and they just need to make it a triple threat.
It may be a triple threat.
I hope it is.
But if it isn't,
if it's one-on-one, the Dudleys are winning that.
That's what I was going to say. It don't matter who it is, and I mean, even if it is primetime players, if they take them on Monday, they're losing them on Sunday, unless New Day interferes. And it could be a triple threat to Hell in a Cell, but
that's true. If it's one-on-one or really 2-on-2,
yeah,
then the Dudleys are winning.
I think the Dudleys
come
back.
If it's a triple threat, I think New Day retains. I know that's a little weird how to say that, but anyway. 6-man tag. Apparently, we're going to have 2 6-man tags.
Maybe.
Possibly. Well, I mean, how else would you go with it?
I would like it. I mean, they're both going in. It's fine if we have 2.
Well, there might be a Stardust and the Ascension, which is the cosmic wasteland, which that gives the Ascension something, and it lets Stardust be in charge of something. It lets him, he is now in that Randy Orton spot. That Randy Orton was in over him at one time. Now he has that spot. And I like it. He needs to have that. He's a veteran now. And so him and the Ascension taking on the Lucha Dragons and Neville. Okay. Here's the thing. Stardust can't lose every time against Neville. And the Ascension, that's all they ever do is lose to the Lucha Dragons. But it's kind of funny. They did recently beat the Lucha Dragons.
They did.
Finally, after about 400 weeks.
Hook it with Stardust, then they beat somebody.
That's what needs them. Isn't that weird? If it's a 6-man tag here, because the other 6-man tag, I'm predicting something else. I think the heels need to win this.
Yeah, I believe
Stardust and the Ascension need to get
Stardust could pin one of the Lucha Dragons.
Yes, it doesn't look bad. Neville doesn't look bad.
No. But I would pick Stardust if it happens.
Right.
Stardust and Ascension. We're going, hey, we are just on the roller picking the same thing.
And the other...
I already see nothing, change.
Before the other 6-man, we're going to go with Dolph Ziggler versus RUSEV. I think it needs to end here because Lana is injured.
Yeah, I think it needs to injured. I mean, be done. Yes.
It needs to be injured. Yes.
It's run its course. We can't. If we're not getting a mixed tag, end it. Yes. And we're not going to get a mixed tag because she's done for the rest of the year.
Yes.
So, and I say it's over with.
So I say Dolph needs to get the win.
And yeah, Dolph's going to.
I mean, if you're going to end the feud, don't have Rusev win that. No. Let's just move on and them two find something else to do.
Yeah, Dolph needs to go ahead and move on, and so does Rusev. They've run their course.
The other 6-man.
Yes.
Reigns, Ambrose, and a partner versus the Wyatt family. If they have a mystery involved here, which is probably going to be, if it's not who they posted on the internet, which either they could have said Ixnay on that because they posted it, which was Baron Corbin. But they may have done that to trick everybody, and it may be the returning white sheep of the family, Eric Rowan.
I'd rather have Baron Corbin.
Exactly, but I do believe, since I went with the heels on the other 6-man, I think the faces are winning this. I mean, why not?
Wyatt, Bray doesn't win anything.
And you can get the pin on Luke Harper, because you can't get the pin on the big guy.
The big guy
and Bray Wyatt doesn't need to get pinned. Put it on Luke Harper, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Nope.
And if it's Eric Rowan that pins him, then Eric Rowan gets revenge on his brethren, if you will. But honestly, I see a pink slip in that man's future.
I do too.
I mean, what else is there for him to do?
Maybe they should bring him back and be on the Wyatt family, and Bray be on the outside. It'll be Luke and Eric and Braun.
Braun Strowman.
Yes.
But yeah, I think the faces will win. Whoever the partner is, I don't care.
It don't matter who it is.
The faces need to win that.
I even saw somebody wrote up this could be SETH, which is like okay.
That is weird.
He only wrestle 3 times. No, we don't. So we're gonna
go with the faces. I think we went along with the same play there. And then we're gonna go with the Divas Championship match with Nikki Bella taking on Charlotte. which is kind of confusing because they said that the match was going to happen this Monday.
It's happening this Monday.
So regardless of who wins, they're having another match at the pay-per-view.
They haven't been clear about that.
That's confusing.
She wants to take the title off before her time is up, which is Monday.
Yeah, I saw the countdown thing.
Yes, Monday is the tie-in. You keep it Monday.
What's going to happen is...
Tie.
What's going to happen is... This is what's going to happen. The time clock is going to be like the Y2J thing. It's going to be up on the screen. And she's going to have the figure 8. You're going to figure 8 on her. And then 3, 2, 1, 0. And she's not going to tap out in time.
You know, she ties. She loses, she ties. It's a tie anyway.
Right.
She has to walk out of the building with it to have the record. So
right.
maybe the record was she ties with AJ.
Oh, I think she's going to go with them because that's John Cena's girl. So anyway, can't be. She's got to be better than CM Punk's girl. Anyway.
Yes, definitely. Which I keep believing they keep bringing up all the time.
They keep bringing up AJ Lee. Anyway, what I'm saying is I believe that she will retain the belt. I think after the timer goes off, there'll be some sort of interference. You'll have a DQ finish, and then they can have the match at the pay-per-view.
Or just the other way around.
I don't think Charlotte will have the match, have the title going into the pay-per-view. I think she'll win it at the pay-per-view, so that way that she's got another 6 days on the record. So she's 6 days above AJ Lee. So that means she's the #1 diva. Who cares? Anyway, but I think that's how that's going to go. Is that Charlotte won't win it at the Raw, but will win it at the pay-per-view, which is fine and dandy.
Yeah, if she wins, if she does, you know how WWE does.
Yes.
Walking into Night of Champions or at Night of Champions, yeah, I agree with you. Charlotte will be Divas champion.
Yes. And that makes sense. I mean, that's fine. And then, because you can have the interference, and then they could say, well, at the pay-per-view, that none of the Divas Revolution people are allowed to be at ringside because of interference from Monday night. Whatever.
You see the Twitter account from Trish?
No way.
She wants to join the Divas Revolution.
Thought she was done with it.
How would you like that little three group? Trish, Lita, and another old-timer?
Molly Holly!
Victoria.
That's true. She can still go. Molly Holly, I bet she can still go.
Yeah.
Jazz is still wrestling? Oh, ain't nothing wrong with Jazz now.
But I think that may pump it up a little bit if you have 3 former divas.
WrestleMania! Having 4 3-people teams.
Woo! Oh, sorry, they don't do so.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. U.S. title.
U.S. title match. Seth Rollins defending against John Cena. I say John Cena is winning the title match.
Why? Because they bring the shirts back out?
Oh, I don't care about the shirts. I don't watch the TV show anyway, so I don't ever see it anyway. I'm saying...
It wasn't brought on TV, just people said they bring the shirts back. The U.S.
No, I'm just saying that it makes sense because we're going for Seth Rollins versus Triple H soon anyway.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so here's my prediction. Seth Rollins loses to John Cena. He loses the U.S. title opening the show. Okay, so then you see him throughout the show, and he's just all distraught. He's upset, blah, 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 and he's paranoid at this point. And Triple H is not happy with him, blah, blah, blah. So he's got all that on his shoulders, and he goes into the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match because I put these two together, predict next to each other. Sting and Seth Rollins. Sting wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth loses both titles on the same night, just like Kurt Angle did at WrestleMania in a triple threat against the 2 Chris's, Jericho and the other Chris, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which is fine. I think it works for the storyline. And then Seth could basically wallow in his own sorrow. And then you have Triple H telling him he needs to be more of a man. He needs to be more like Triple H. Didn't Sting already say that? You're half the man of Triple H?
Yes,
okay.
He did.
So
even Stephanie agreed with Sting.
So have Triple H say, you need to be more like a man, you need to be more like Triple H. I let you use the pedigree and this is how you repay me? You didn't finish what I started at WrestleMania. I mean, we don't write for these people because they won't pay us.
But it makes sense.
Gosh, it makes sense.
And since it makes sense, that means they won't do it. So.
But I'm predicting Seth loses both belts on the same night, so we can lead to. I mean, you got other pay-per-views to where he could get rematches on both guys, and then you lead into the Triple H thing because he doesn't win either title back. Okay, that's where I'm going with it.
Well, I do like that.
You like it. I'm glad you like it. And you have Kevin Owens as a heel champion because you'll have Cena and Sting, which is basically a carbon copy, a.k.a. they're both like Hogan besides the bad word they
I have
say.
a gut feeling. My gut is aching.
What is your gut aching about? That scene's gonna be at the end of the show.
No, I don't know what that.
Okay.
Sheamus will cash in, and Sting
Oh,
will
leave
only
it
be
alone.
champion for a few seconds. You cannot see that too. It's
Well,
WWE.
he's not on the show.
It's not on the show. You couldn't say Seth gets beat by Sting. He attacks Sting.
It goes in the
He
record book.
pedigrees Sting. Here comes Sheamus. Sheamus catches the
And it
takes
goes in
the
the
title.
record books.
It goes in the record
It goes
books.
from a Seth to a Sting to a Sheamus, Triple S. So
That
stupid!
still leads to Hunter and Seth because Hunter could say that he had Sheamus waiting in the wings just in case.
So he could do the dirty work for Seth because Seth couldn't do
There's
what
always
Triple H.
a plan
B.
B.
I get it. That's
get it
fine.
too.
I get it. I just don't
And
like,
I do think Sting,
like doing
I
that
do
way.
think Sting will win. I think they put that in the record books. Sting has a title he's never held before. It may be for a few seconds, but it will go in the record books.
They're crapping all over that man.
They are grabbing all that.
Letting Triple H beat him and then only holding the title for a few seconds is so stupid. It's ignorant.
And I think John Cena's thing works too. I can see John Cena being a two-time or whatever it is now, be United States champion.
More than 2
5
times because
times,
remember
6
he had the
times.
spinner US
He
title.
had the spin. Oh, I forgot.
And beat Orlando Jordan. I
But pretty
believe.
much, we have.
Well, we're pretty much all the same there.
we're all the same, so that means it's going to be totally different.
Totally. We're gonna be exactly
Seth's
opposites.
going to walk out with both titles.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, Seth will be the United States champion. Sheamus will cash in on Seth.
There you go.
It'll be the Lucha Dragons and Neville winning, and then the Wyatt family winning.
It's craziness anyway.
And the Dudleys will not be. Well, wait, the Dudleys will not, like you said, the New Day still.
Well,
that-
anything else for part one?
That
Is
is it, unless you have some
I
Wrestle
don't.
Cade or anything like that?
Didn't write it down.
Okay. Well, it's not time yet, so we got plenty of time for that.
Plenty.
Well, that is it for part one. It ran a little longer than I thought it was going to run, but hey, we're going to work out some of these new bugs here. We'll be right back for part two, where we will talk about SummerSlam 2010, 2011, and 2012. We're tripling up.
Triple it up. Triple H, Triple S, Triple SummerSlam.
So hurry on back, click on over to part two of this episode 75 of Top Rope Reality on the YouTube. I'm Mike Hogan,
And I'm just a Kyle.
and we'll see each and every one of you in a few clicks. That's a quick one.
Here.